June 6, 1944. The night skies over Normandy roared with planes, flak fire, and chaos. Thousands of American paratroopers jumped behind enemy lines to secure bridges, roads, and villages before the D-Day landings. But one paratrooper had a landing unlike any other. Dropped miles away from his intended zone, separated from his squad, armed with only a knife and a pouch of ammo, he was stranded deep in German-occupied France. And for the next 9 hours, he survived using only what he found inside a dusty old barn. This is the unbelievable true story of Private Samuel Sam Archer, a 101st Airborne trooper whose night turned into one of the most astonishing solo stands of the entire war. Shortly after midnight, Sam jumped into a storm of anti-aircraft fire. The paratroopers were being scattered far off their zones. The wind slammed him sideways. He couldn't see where he was falling, only the glow of burning aircraft in the distance. When he hit the ground, he landed hard, right in the middle of a field. But worse than the landing, was the silence. No friendly voices. No commands. No squad. Just the distant rumble of German trucks and patrols. He checked his gear, and his heart dropped. Most of his equipment was gone during the fall. No rifle. No grenades. Just a combat knife. A .45 pistol with one half-full magazine. A map with the wrong coordinates. And a sheer determination to stay alive. He crouched low and moved toward the only shape he saw through the night fog, a small, isolated French barn. Inside, the barn smelled of hay, mud, and old wood. Cracks in the wall allowed moonlight to slip in. Sam climbed to the second level and lay low. But he wasn't alone for long. German soldiers were sweeping the countryside, searching for lost paratroopers. Sam could hear their boots striking the dirt road. Voices. Orders. Flashlights cutting through the fog. He pressed himself deeper into the hay. He needed a weapon. Any weapon. And then he saw it. An ancient, dust-covered double-barrel hunting shotgun mounted on the wall. Rusty, old, probably unreliable. But right next to it, a small tin box. He opened it. Shotgun shells. 9 rounds. Not much. But enough to fight. Enough to survive. Minutes later, 2 German soldiers entered the barn. Either searching for food or checking for hidden paratroopers. Sam's heartbeat thumped like artillery. One of them climbed the ladder to the loft. Sam had only one choice. He waited until the soldier's helmet crested the top step. Then he hit him with the butt of the shotgun, knocking him backward. The German tumbled down the ladder and hit the floor with a thud. His partner shouted, then Sam fired. The shotgun boomed through the barn, echoing like thunder. The second soldier fell instantly. But the sound had consequences. More German voices grew louder outside. Headlights approached. Sam had just revealed exactly where he was. Sam dragged hay bales, overturned crates, and slammed the heavy wooden door shut. This barn would become his fortress. Sam dragged hay bales, overturned crates, and slammed the heavy wooden door shut. This barn would become his fortress. The Germans surrounded the building. Some shouted for him to surrender. Others fired blindly through the walls. Splinters exploded around him as bullets tore through the wood. Sam fired through cracks in the boards, hitting a silhouette in the headlights. He moved constantly, never shooting from the same spot twice. The enemy assumed multiple Americans were inside. Another. Then another. The barn started burning. Smoke filled the air. The rafters glowed orange. Hay bales crackled like dry leaves. Sam coughed violently, eyes stinging. He had to choose, burn or break out. He burst through the back door, rolling into the tall grass behind the barn. German bullets sliced the air above him. He crawled through the field, using every shadow as cover, until he reached a fallen wagon. He ducked behind it and fired his last pistol rounds. 2 Germans dropped. He slid behind it, yanked open a crate, and found a German MP-40 submachine gun. And 3 loaded magazines. It felt like a gift from fate. He pulled the bolt back, ready. Sam took cover behind the truck's wheels and fired short bursts, keeping the Germans pinned. He changed positions frequently, making it sound like there were dozens of paratroopers. German patrols regrouped in the farmhouse across the road, shouting conflicting orders. The barn collapsed behind Sam in a roaring fire, lighting up the entire field. Sparks rained across the night sky. As dawn approached, a distant sound rose, the rumble of American tanks. The 4th Infantry Division was advancing inland. Sam felt relief wash over him as the first Sherman tank rolled into view. The Germans, finally outmatched, retreated into the hedgerows. A tank commander spotted Sam limping forward and shouted, "Soldier! Where's the rest of your unit?" Sam, covered in ash, smoke, and dirt, raised the MP-40 weakly and replied, "You're looking at it." Sam Archer reunited with the 101st later that morning. Soldiers couldn't believe he held off German patrols for nearly 9 straight hours, alone, using only a shotgun from a barn and whatever else he grabbed along the way. His story spread rapidly through the division, not officially recorded in war logs but preserved in the memories of the men who heard it firsthand. 1 man. 1 barn. 9 hours of impossible survival. A legend was born. This was the unbelievable story of a lone paratrooper who turned a French barn into a fortress of survival during D-Day. If you enjoy amazing WW2 stories, forgotten heroes, and real battlefield legends, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. More incredible stories are coming.